Howdy, folks. How you doing? Happy Monday, wherever you are. Hopefully, wherever you are, you're safe and you're all good. Getting into the winter months. Getting cold. Getting cold. But yeah. What up with thee? We're just chilling, chatting here. Man, I keep forgetting how calming it is to just sit and paint some Warhammer. Man, does it clear the mind. Dun-dun-dun. Something happened. Something's happening on Discord right now. Because I currently have my headphones on that are connected to my computer because I'm listening to some ambient stuff on YouTube. I'm streaming on my phone. And now my Discord's going off, and I'm like, what the fuck? One sec. Could be like an emergency or something. Always gotta see what's up. Alright. I guess my roommate is sick. That is unfortunate. He has or in other words, depending on which community you talk to, my roommate hath received Nurgle's blessing, with the potential to spread said blessing to the rest of the Hab block. So, yay! Everything's just going great. Oh my god, there's 17 people here. Hot diggity damn. Hey, how y'all doing? This is basically a just chatting stream. We're just chilling. I'm here clearing my mind, painting some Warhammer. This is some commission stuff for a friend. So, I'm the kind of group's painter because I'm really good. So, pay attention to them details, yo. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Wherever you're from, or wherever you are. You could be aliens from the planet Zargon. Hey, how you doing? I would probably give you the same greeting. That's how like laid back and blasé I am. I could meet a freaking alien right now. I'd be like, yo, what up? What planet you from? Because I feel like my brain is just so fried about everything that's been happening in the world. I don't think I'd be that shocked. Mickey, what up? Millennium, am I saying that right? What are you making? I'm making Space Wolves. These cool guys. These Space Vikings. Basically, Vikings and Power Armor. Because you really can't get more screwed than that. Super Soldier Vikings and Power Armor. That's how badass they are. Do I need to make that? What color should I make that? I should probably paint that red though. That looks insane. They look pretty dope. They do look pretty nuts. I think they also have this thing where they can turn into actual werewolves, which honestly, I'm so glad they included that, like lore-wise. Space wolves, space Vikings turning into werewolves, like, goddamn, that's fucking metal. Fucking metal, bruh. Let's see. Melanie, and copy that. All right. And that sounds awesome. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I know. The 40K universe is pretty insane. These guys are only just the tip of the iceberg, really. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all Jim Diddly Dandy. Cool, got the eyes. I build buildings with Lego. Man, I miss my I miss my Lego collection. Cause I'm a '90s kid, so my Lego collection was like insane. Does anyone remember? I'm subbing. Looking forward to see your creations. Thank you so much, Melanite. That's so awesome. Thank you from the bottom of my little pumpkin heart. Thank you so much. I'll take another swig of my whiskey in your honor. It's definitely gonna be my last drink for tonight, though. Whew. Let's see. Maybe I'll, no. Let's see. Let's see. Clap. You ever learn that, like, super soft, like, super light? I guess you could say proper theater clapping, where it's like... Learned that in 9th grade. What is your favorite character you've done? That's a good question. Honestly, probably Harlequins. I think Harlequins were a fun paint job. Because there's so many different colors that I could approach them with, because they're basically just space jesters. And I could just get super creative with it. I think the Harlequins. Yeah, I think the Harlequins are also... Oh my god. Ah! Runaway werewolf! But no, I also painted those for a friend. And they were a fun paint job. Really got to go nuts with my fine details and stuff. I also build terrain and stuff. Maybe I'll do a stream of that at some point. Not sure when, though. Holiday season on my work's kind of picking up. What the fuck? What the fuck, what? What up? WTF? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Oh, okay. Build what? I didn't hear what you said because my dog. Build terrain. Because this Warhammer stuff is it's like a tabletop game, like, you know, D&D. So there's like terrain and stuff you can use for cover, you can use it for objectives and stuff. And I've also built some of those. I might do either a stream or a video of me putting one together, because putting together terrain, I get extra creative with that. Oh my hot glue gun gets work on overtime. I'm bringing out my Dremel, I'm bringing out my foam cutter, I'm bringing out my soldering iron, I'm bringing out my hot glue gun. I'll bring out my multi-tool if I have to. I will get the desired result and just make something out of nothing. Rylan Galloway, what you doing? Painting some Warhammer. What's up with you? Let's crack a lacking. What's juicing the oranges? What's branching out from the tree? Nothing much. I feel it. It's pretty late for me. Well, I guess not technically. This is around when I'm usually up, so just chilling. I feel it. I am doing the same. This is basically a just chatting stream. We're just hanging out. For everybody new to the stream and new to the channel, hey, how you doing? I'm Musical Pumpkin, and this is Musical Pumpkin Studios. I am a writer. Also like stuff like this, Warhammer. Into lots of gaming and nerdy stuff. It's basically what this channel's about. I'm a sub. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Rylan. That's really dope. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I'll take a swig in your honor. Figured since I'm painting Space Wolves, I might as well have a drink. But thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm considering more content-related stuff like this. Oh, let me get that water off there. Because honestly, I feel like I'm making my younger self proud right now. So I grew up bone poor, and I had such a wild imagination, still do. I have an imagination that doesn't understand the word, and I just want to build stuff because I'm super creative. That's why I'm a writer. That's why I do Warhammer, I do terrain building and stuff like that, because the imagination machine don't stop pumping. Can't lose all that oil. Gotta use it. Looks like I have to be very precise. With a lot of models, yes. Depending on the detail, like these guys have so much detail because they're futuristic dudes in power armor with some tribal regalia, which is a very nice contrast. I think that's really cool. There are other Space Marine chapters like that, like specifically the White Scars, which are very reminiscent of the Mongols. The leader is literally called Jakadi Khan, so I should tell you everything you need to know. Oh yeah, easy. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can get the... There we go. So this guy's a Space Wolf. I think he's a... Not exactly sure what he is or what type of soldier he is in reference to the Space Wolves specifically, but he does look pretty cool. He has a chainsword, he has his bolt gun. A bolt gun, basically Wow, good job. Thank you so much. Oops, I need to shake this up some more. He's a handsome space wolf. Thank you. I like to do my best to provide good quality work when I'm painting stuff for people. My friends tell me I should take this, like, do more painting for, like, do commissions for people outside of the friend group, but I'm kind of anxious about that, so I'm just going to keep it in the friend group for now. I would like a more professional space before I start doing stuff for other people. You know, for their sake. For the sake of the customer satisfaction. Let's see, got that burnt. Gotta get this burnt. You should, but I can understand why you only want to make them for your friends. Yeah, yeah. Keeping it simple. For now, at least. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it. Do you sell these as a profession? Is more like a hobby? It's a hobby. I do play the game, but me and my buddies, we all got lives now. We got stuff going on. A couple of my buddies just had a kid. Another one has a kid on the way. Two of them are in their careers. All of us are working. We all got stuff going on. We do like to play the game. But we typically don't have the time. And then life and stuff gets in the way. I used to paint for people to trade for coins around the world, but I got tired of very, very specific demands. It made it so time consuming. I get that. I get that. That sucks. I'm sorry. Used to paint paint 40K stuff? Or like paint murals? My apologies if I don't understand. I paint on canvas. Oh, okay. That's dope. I put respect on it because I do some painting, on digital painting, but growing up, I used to love drawing. I would draw. It's like my imagination would go everywhere. I grew up on monster movies, reading sci-fi and stuff, Star Trek, Star Wars, a whole menagerie of things. And it really just kind of like boosted my imagination. So I'd always draw like battles and stuff. So I became super attached to like monster flicks and stuff like that. It's like sci-fi and horror. So I would draw like lots of stuff. Those are all long gone, though. Those are lost to the void of time. Doing my homework. Doing homework? Yeah, I just got finished my homework late last night. I was up to like 10 a.m. on crunch mode. on the day it's due, but I got it in and got my cred. So, oh, no. My brush. It ran away. Ew! We got a runner! Get that brush back! My dad didn't read me nursery rhymes. He read sci-fi and horror books, so that's the genre I like the most. Sci-fi horror is my preferred genre of writing. I love it. It's also the genre I write my stories in. Most of the time. I'm very, what is it? Very SCP. I grew up in SCP, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Unexplained Mysteries. I love that stuff. I eat that stuff for days. It's fun to listen to, fun to learn about, fun to think about. Never stop imagining. Never stop imagining. My imagination doesn't stop, trust me. I tell it to stop sometimes. It's just like, no, I'm going to do what I want. And then I have to get it out. And then I got to go make some. Which is why I want to turn making stuff into a career, which is why I'm a writer. And of course, my channel is called Musical Pumpkin Studios. So it's the first iteration of the studio I want to open to make shows, movies, and also games. So welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studio City. Population, me. It's cool, though. It's cool. Hey, Grayson, what's up? Top of the morning to you. Pull up a chair. Join my sit by the fire. What is up with you? Right now, we're just, well, you did tell me, you did ask me what's up, so hold up, sorry, let me answer you first. We're painting some Warhammer. It's the end of the night for me, and I want to see if I can get all this Warhammer stuff done before I need to pass up. And my roommate also just informed me he is sick as a dog, which I'm concerned about. Because, you know, I guess I'm just paranoid. But you know what? That's fine. I can at least admit I'm paranoid. Realize I'm paranoid. And then, you know, be healthily paranoid. I used to write in my teens, but sadly, the older I got, the more busy I got. And lost most of the talents. Aw. It's great. You still got many talents. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, though. That sucks. You have my condolences on that. I'm sorry, because your creativity is like no human should ever be without that. I always love saying, never stop imagining. Sometimes it does, at least for me, personally, it feels like a burden sometimes. My brain just doesn't stop. It's like the imagination machine is broken and won't stop running. But also, that could just be me. I don't want to assume things. Let's see. You didn't lose those talents. They're still in you, Melanie. Fuck yeah. Never lose it. It's always with you. With our powers combined, we will be creativity. Do you want to hear a book I wrote in my teens? I only remember the first few sentences. Let's hear it. 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 Grayson knows what's up. Let's hear it. Let's lay it out. Hush, my crying child, please don't cry those wet tears. With a sudden sweep of my hand, you shall fall into a demon's land full of rage and sorrow. I shall not go with you, my child, but you will see. And then I remember no more. That was pretty fire, not gonna lie. And you are definitely a leg up on me, because in my teens, I couldn't, in my teens, my writing consisted of me writing in all caps. And incomplete sentences, too. That's dope. You see, Grayson knows what's up. I second it. It's dope. It was fire. The beacons are lit. Gondor said that was fire. It was supposed to be Everlasting Child, but there's a limit to how long chat can be. Well, yeah. No, when I'm hanging out in my buddy's stream, I'll if I have to send a long message, I have to like send it in parts, and then it gets like broken up everyone else's chats. It can be funny sometimes. But that was dope, though. That was dope. Big ups to you. Whoa. Sorry. Take a swig in your honor. Cheers. Okay. I think I can give those a little bit of a wash. Goat player, yo, what up? What happening? Let's crack a lacking. Was juice in the caddy? What's that oil in your tank? Can we see what you're working on? Fuck yeah. Alright, one sec. Let me just do this little part here. Space Wolf. Let's see if I get a little better. Put that there. Yeah, there we go. It is a Space Wolf. It is a Space Viking. It is a Space Viking in power armor. And he's supposed to be like 8 feet tall. He was born to give that smoke. And also, because he's a space Viking in the lore, he's probably drunk. Which, you know what, makes him even more just the right amount of Viking that he needs to be. Hell yeah, have you played Space Marine 2? I have played Space Marine 2. I don't believe I beat it yet. But let's get that down a little bit. There we go. I don't believe I beat it yet, but I do have it. And honestly, dead ass, Space Marine 2, what a baller game. Oh my god. I'll include these two games in the same category: Space Marine 2 and Dark Tide. There's two there's two absolutely baller 40K games that came out in recent memory. Absolutely baller. Yeah, Dark Tide is the shit. Fuck yeah, dude, Dark Tide's legit. Uh, I love that these games are really beginning to put into context, like visual context, how this universe is structured, how it runs, how the interactions are between characters. Because really, the majority of it was really just lore, and now we're getting like more firsthand like experiences with the aspects of the people from the lore that we already knew, and it's just freaking baller. It's just baller. Also, I tried out the Hive Scum. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm rocking the Iron Riders with the anarchist personality. And I'm just having, a good old time just getting stuck in with those damn heretics. Which is ironic to say considering I play heretics in the tabletop. I have a whole Death Guard army. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I also have 150 Poxwalkers, I think. The majority of which are all kit bashed. You're such a kind and interesting soul. I'm looking forward to watching your videos and such. Thank you. That warms my little pumpkin heart. Thank you. That's kind. I appreciate that. Those ye speaketh kind words. I try my best. I usually stay up late at night thinking I'm an asshole. But then, being a good person is a choice, so you might as well make the right choice and just be a good person. Most of my friends know me better than I know myself. I like to think I'm a functioning asshole to where I because I got issues, or at least I think I have issues. Maybe I don't. Remember, here's the belief I keep close to myself these days. Good men are hard on themselves. Bad men are hard on others. So I guess because I'm hard on myself, because that makes me a good person, because I'm hard on myself because I know I can do better. So that's why I'm that way. So I try to be kind. I typically reciprocate what's shown to me. But as of late, I'm like, I could get better at that. Is there a reference to the pumpkin? The musical pumpkin. So, funny story. In high school, I doodled a lot in class. And one thing I remember doodling that stuck with me was this jack-o'-lantern with headphones on and jamming out to some music. And so I just kept that, and that became my name on here. And by extension, what I'm going to be naming my studio. So, Musical Pumpkin Studios. I also love Halloween. If I was a stalker for Halloween, from the game Stalker. Baller games, by the way. And Stalker 2 is no different. It is also a baller. If a bit of the Euro jank, but you know what? If you played Stalker games for long enough, that's just part of the appeal. I love the game loading me into the game before the official save has officially finished loading. Oh, I love those games. I love them so much. They ever watch the movie Pumpkinhead? I never watched it, but I've seen clips of it. I've seen like reviews and breakdowns of stuff. Great movie. I think Pumpkinhead is a sleeper. I think that's a sleeper. Pumpkinhead is slept on. I grew up playing the Stalker series. They're so good. And also Metro. Metro's cool too. Like, how do you explain Stalker? How do you explain the appeal? Is it the roughness? Is it the grittiness? Is it the absolute hopelessness of the situation of being in the zone or in the Metro if you're playing the Metro games? There's something about it. I think how they've done it, at least in my eyes, is just my personal take on it. I guess you could say it's just romanticized apocalypse. Color Pripyat is dope. I love Color Pripyat. I actually think I've tested. Sorry, word spaghetti. I dabbled a little bit in Color Pripyat because I'm still playing. I'm kind of playing these games in order a little bit, but like I'm playing Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl before I'm even supposed to stream it because I just want to play it. And it's dope. I love it. Color Pripyat. God, I think I played it for a little bit. After I finished Shadow of Chernobyl, I'll go on to Shadow of Chernobyl. I like the role of just being a stalker and looking for artifacts and getting wrecked by mutants. It really does feel like an everyman scenario, even though you are playing a named character with a background and everything. Stalker has this weird way that sort of bypasses that and puts you into their boots, into the zone. It really is interesting. It has some interesting appeal. Pumpkinhead was a great movie from 1988. It has one of my celebrity crushes in it, Lance Henriksen. Oh yeah, no, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. As a dude, he has that appeal. He has that appeal. He's a pretty handsome man. Even nowadays, I'm like, Lance Henriksen, you're a Chad. Dude's a stallion. He was more famous as a bishop in Alien movies. Oh fuck yeah, I think that was the first thing I saw him in. I think it was the first Alien movie when he played a synthetic. Mickey, sorry I leave. Okay, copy that. Hey, whatever, why ever you're leaving, I'll be. Yep, stay up, stay awesome. Yeah, we loved having you here. Stay dope. Thanks for stopping by. It's his voice. Yeah, no, he has like a really, he has that deep, smooth voice. That's also like subtly assertive. Lance Henriksen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I think I got everything down. I could on this guy. Oh, no, I need to finish that. On all of his movies and his TV series Millennium, I have all episodes. You are deaf a Lance Henriksen fan, and I put respect on it. That's dope. Do you also have the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movie because he was in that, or is that more of a Nicolas Cage movie to you? Just blind curiosity. So I'm not gonna lie, Henriksen did a better job playing the devil in Ghost Rider than the guy did playing the devil's son. Not gonna lie, I think if I had the option, I'd probably pick Lance Henriksen to play the devil. Dead ass. Not gonna lie, no cap. even have the Omen movies because he was in the second Omen movie. Ooh, Omen. Is that the movie with the devil kid? That the one indie horror game Lucius is based off of? But in the second Omen, he didn't quite have that voice yet. Copy that. It's interesting, like looking back on movies and stuff, and like seeing how these actors that we know today, these actual absolute veterans of the industry, are just like we watched them grow through their movies. It's insane. Yeah, the devil, the devil kid. I mean, that's the reference makes sense. Yeah, I just like I know the movies by the name, but I also know them by. I'm like, yeah, have you seen the movie Omen? Oh yeah, with the devil kid, and they're like, yes, yep. He's not wrong. Yes, that's how my weird brain makes the click connection. Ah, that movie, indeed. The bridge number one. Mr. Wolf, you have the bridge. Who's my favorite author? H.P. Lovecraft. Yes, he was a racist fuck, but he fostered a whole new, very, very popular genre. Oh, Robert McCammon? I'm deadass about to go on my computer and look up that name just so I can see if I've read any books by that name, because that name sounds familiar, so one sec. Is Swan Song a popular book of his? 'Cause I don't believe I've ever read anything by him. But just by looking at his catalog alone, like a cursory glance at his catalog, I must say, this author hath piqued my interest. So henceforth, I will be looking at one of the books. Thank you. Introducing me to a new author. That's dope. Thank you. All-time favorite book ever? Okay, nice. Love them all, and I'm blessed to have all those books. That's dope. Hey, I respect it. I put respect on it. I have let's see. Let me look at my shelf. Stephen King, Michael Crichton, H.P. Lovecraft. God, there's another book up there that I got at like a thrift store. I need to look at it. Hold on, because I read it a little bit, but I don't know who it's by. Oh, at least I can't remember off the top of my head. Ooh. I got this book at a thrift store. It looked interesting. I never really had a chance to read it. Time Riders, Day of the Predator by Alex Scarrow. Travel to the prehistoric past. Protect the future. Save the world. When'd you come out? 2001? One who starred in this movie adaptation, Michael Duchovny. Which, not to throw shade on Michael Duchovny. You know, he was Mulder from X-Files. Like, you can't throw shade on that. Come on. I watched the live stream at night where he reads H.P. Lovecraft. Wonderful. I put respect on that. That's dope. I bet that person, like, I bet a lot of people use that as like they'll have the stream playing like right before they like pass out. Nothing like listening to some horror stories on the way to La La Land. That's how you go out. Actually, there's this one YouTuber called J Nightmare. There's like lots of Japanese or paranormal scary stories from Japan. I listened to one video recently before I was about to pass out to help me sleep, and I had the worst freaking nightmare. Oh my god! So I'm low key kind of hesitant at doing that because that nightmare was one for the books. I must say, just saying, yo. I'm too intrigued to fall asleep to them. I get that. Like, cosmic horror is interesting. It's very interesting. Like, cosmic horror could be, I guess, summed up. Let's see if this is a good example. Oh my god, what's that one guy? It's a Japanese manga artist. He does the really messed up horror ones that he's famous for. And I can't remember his name. I love nightmares, like being part of a horror movie. My nightmare consisted of finding out the house was cursed by a witch and finding like a whole bunch of like symbols and like hex bags and stuff in some random part of the house. I also vaguely remember the symbols I saw painted on the wall. They're right there in my head, in the memory. But I cannot quite access it. And you know what? It's probably for the best. That sounds stellar awesome. Fuck yeah. It's interesting because I've had some messed up nightmares before, but I would dare even say minutely traumatizing, but that might be realistic stretching it a bit, but I digress. I love dreaming, even if it's a nightmare. The the experience is interesting. That the brain can do that. Just basically just take your brain for a trip. It's intriguing. Very intriguing to me. Maybe if I got room in my bag, I'll bring this book to work tomorrow. And if I got time, I'll just read it. Or maybe while I'm doing my work lunch for tomorrow, I can just sit down and read that while I got my morning drink. The possibilities are endless. Yeah. Absolutely. 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 Positively. Absolutely. I failed. I failed. We didn't make out the launch pad. Abort. Tell my family I love them. And also, aliens are real. You'll find I'm a wee bit of a goofball. I grew up in a, well, for random context to my goofiness, I grew up in a very broken household. Well, no, it's kind of an exaggeration. I shouldn't say broken. Unstable. I would go to movies, books, because the only safe place was my imagination. So, I Love Lucy, Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello, the movie Them from 1954, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Creature Challenged the World, Attack of the Flying Claw, uh, the movie Tarantula, or Attack of the Giant Spider. Let's see. Outer Limits. Outer Limits was, to me, that was weird. That was like Twilight Zone on steroids to me. Rest in peace to Rod Serling. Rod Serling was a gift to this world. Nothing wrong with a kind goofball. I try to be a kind man in a cruel world. Man must accept that there is evil in this world. But evil exists so that men may know to do good. Otherwise, if it didn't exist, we wouldn't. I notice most people who are intrigued by apocalyptic horror have come from unstable upbringing. That tracks. That tracks. Yeah, my old man passed away when I was 13 from an aneurysm. I was not there for it. I was in the hospital with severe pneumonia. I found out about it the day I was supposed to get out. I was in there for a week. My dad and I didn't have the best relationship. So it didn't really affect me as it did the rest of the family. As my mom would come to unfortunately find out, she couldn't control me. I went out and did whatever I wanted. The world was my oyster. I think she figured if there were any lessons to be learned, I was going to learn them in the world, so I think she kind of figured that. Jump ahead some odd years later. I was originally homeschooled, but then I was in public school. That was roughly later the same year. That was not any more stable. It was fucking terrible. Ugh. But it wasn't all bad, because looking back on it, I still talk to a lot of these people, so. And they welcome me with open arms. I can't deny that. Cannot deny that at all. Cannot deny that, Stalker. We could not. Take drink and appreciate the path before us. That would be tough to go from homeschool to public. Oofta. Yeah, 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 yeah. It wasn't fun. It was pretty bad. I didn't know how to socialize at all. It was so hard. But I eventually learned through trial and error how to do this thing called socializing. Yay! And while all this is happening, my relationship with the remainder of my family wasn't getting any better. So, jump ahead. I am, for reasons, leaving the house with everything I got stuffed into a backpack. At least everything I could stick into a backpack, you know, sensibly speaking. Went over to a buddy's house. I was dead ass looking for tents on Amazon. I was on a spare computer. It was a more gamer friends. So I just immediately went to the man cave. His family was used to the fact that people would just come and go. So that's just what I did. But I wasn't planning on like being a couch potato at someone's house. I was just gonna grab a tent and just, book it. Or order a tent off Amazon. But then his family didn't know why I was there. But then they found out from him and they took me in. Been living with that family ever since. Improving, improving, improving. I haven't really spoken to my mom or my sister since. I kind of wanted to just leave that part of my life behind. Life is an adventure, either good or bad. It's an adventure. Bilbo Baggins, I'm going on an adventure. Yeah. I like to think of life is full of stepping stones. And these stepping stones lead us to and away from various parts of ourselves. Every stepping stone is an experience, and every experience is a lesson. That's how I see it. But yeah, going down, man, these feels making me go down memory lane. I will say though, school was hell. I would totally do it all over again though. I need to head to bed, but I'll for sure be back. Hey, thanks for stopping by the stream. You stay awesome, Mel. You stay awesome. Sleep well. Have a good rest. Have a good rest, madam. From stalkers at the zone. Have a good rest. Now you have a new friend in Oregon. Hey! Hey down there. I'm Washington. Good old Washington. County of the Kings. Yeah. I'm a natural born evergreen. Lived here my entire life. I've been to Portland. That's as far as I've been. Me and my buddies kidnapped me one time and went on a surprise road trip to Portland to grab Voodoo Donuts, which were tasty as frick, by the way. Awesome, rarely find anyone in my time zone. Same. I have friends all over. I got friends in Europe. I got friends in the Middle East. I might have one friend in the Arctic. But I haven't found too many friends like in my time zone. Save for the people I work with, but online, I swear that the internet goes everywhere except my area. Voodoo Donuts is overrated. Really? The next, if I'm ever down there again, what do you recommend? Good place to get some good eats. I'm not sure about Portland. I only go there a few times a year for concerts. I get you. I get you. I will say, I will admit, I'm realizing it was maybe silly of me to assume because you live in Oregon, you live in Portland. My apologies. I didn't assume you lived in Portland though, but I guess I assume you might have known about Portland. But it's all good. It's all good. That's on me. That's me. Let's see. Like if somebody asked me, "Hey, about stuff about like eats in Seattle," I don't go to Seattle very often. I live in the greater Seattle area. The city's off somewhere that way. I stay away from the city. I don't go there if I don't have to. I get close though. I'll ride my e-bike to areas where I have friends living in certain areas, so I'll ride my bike. I did make I think it was a 3-4 hour e-bike trip to Ballard. That was fun. I never done it before. And Ballard's an area like in Seattle. I want to say like West Seattle. That's where Ballard is. Went to a sweet little place. That was like there was a nightclub. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Ballard has a nightclub. Like it has more Capitol Hill. Portland is over 2 hour drive from me. I'm further south near Eugene. I get you. I get you. Let's see. I am further east of Seattle, greater Seattle area. I'm closer to Redmond. I'm like 10 miles north of Redmond. Well, Microsoft is. I'm also a little bit north of Bellevue, where Amazon is. And then I'm way north of Boeing, where Boeing is. Tech. It's everywhere. But no, I get you though. I get you. Redmond is beautiful. Redmond City itself, like inner city limits, is like the inner city limits of Redmond is actually really good. There's a lot of construction going on over there. The other on Thursday, I had to walk from a far bus stop to my work, and it goes past all the stores and all the restaurants and Redmond City currently has like this very beautiful park in the middle of the city. A whole bunch of like stuff to do in it. So definitely some restaurants I wouldn't mind sampling once I got the time and the money. But yeah, it is pretty cool looking. It is pretty good looking. I do appreciate that the trails, because I take the Sam River Trail to work, so I ride my e-bike. Okay, nighty night. Don't let the space wolves bite. Good night, Nona. You stay dope. And from us, sorry, you stay awesome. And from us at Musical Pumpkin Studios, you stay dope. Thanks for stopping by. You's dope. You's dope. Super dope. Can't wait to see you again. Stay awesome. Sleep tight. All right, I'm gonna put this down just for a sec. I'll grab me a second drink. I know I said this would be the last drink, but I still have a lot of specials to run. I want to get these guys done. I've been out for an hour now. Be right, folks. I'm back. Ugh. Let's have a book here now, which is fine. Okay. Okay, let's see. What next to work on this Space Wolf? Quite a bit, apparently. Okay. Oh, who knows? Ooh, I didn't do that right there. Oof. You do that right there. Oh no. Losing track of what I'm working on, chat. We may have to abort the mission. Game over, man! Game over! Scared pumpkin noises? Oh, man! Ooh. Everything's fine. Just kidding. Got some chill ambience going on in my headphones because I got my headphones off my computer right now. I'm streaming on my phone. That way I don't miss a beat. And I can also, like if a Discord message comes in, I can just go turn around real quick, hop on my computer and see what's up. I don't know about it because I got my phone or my headphones on. Also, I would like to, I'm going to be making a community post about this at some point, but, let's see. On Christmas, there's going to be a Lost Tapes Christmas special. So it won't be a live or anything. It'll be a raw. Goddamn, it'll be an upload. Like the data slate, I need to upload to my mouth so it can function properly. Charlie Brown. Good grief. You know, I feel like I know that radio isn't really a thing anymore. People are more about their podcasts and stuff, and that's okay. That's okay. I get it. I get it. Did anyone ever, sorry, did anyone else listen to Art Bell back in the day? Art Bell was the shit. I remember staying up late when I shouldn't have been because my parents didn't want me listening to Art Bell because they thought it was a bit too much. But I would listen anyway because, you know, thin walls. And that was definitely one of the things that, one of my creativity pillars, if you will, was Art Bell. It's the crazy stories people would tell. I miss our. But for context, why I'm saying this is that people always told me I have a voice for radio. Honestly, I can see myself doing it. People call in, tell me their stories and stuff. And honestly, maybe I'll just mess around with doing that while I'm here, while I'm working on these. There we go. My water pot wasn't all the way down. It's a heresy. But yeah. God, how would I even start it? If we're going off like the context of like old school radio. Like, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting to you straight from the Evergreen State. This is Musical Pumpkin. Welcome to the show by Musical Pumpkin Studios. A late show. I'm not here for any other specific reason other than I have a campfire, a few extra seats. Stop by the fire if you got a story to tell, or you want me to tell you one. We have a live chat. Let's see what you got. Oh no. I keep trapped in the space waves. I keep tapping the purpose. Oh, we got one person in here, it seems. Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Do you have a story to tell? A Musical Pumpkin and Musical Pumpkin Studios. It's all good. What's up? So if I ever wanted to do something similar to like a radio show, I'd probably have to start off that topic. You can't just be bone sour and wait for someone else to. Oh my god, what am I eating? Can't can't have somebody else just like start the whole fire off. Come on. We'll keep it simple. Let's talk about aliens. I'll make that the topic. We'll talk about aliens. Are we truly alone in the universe? Is it just us? Or are we just far in the back? Or very far in the front? We don't know. There are questions that require answering, and there are plenty of questions that people have, and plenty of answers that they believe certain people high up in the government or certain levels of society may have. But I personally can't speak to that, but, because to me, until something becomes solid proof, all we have is speculation. And I think that's probably keeping it healthy right now. So, with that in mind, I still believe it's fun to talk about. Fun to exchange ideas. It's fun to come up with new ways of thinking and new ways of looking at something. So, with a healthier topic, I believe aliens to be. I think that's going to be a topic for today. So, aliens coming back around. Are we truly alone in the universe? Are we perhaps being kept out of the loop in terms of whether we are alone in this universe or not? I don't know. It's fine if you don't know either. I don't know. I'm definitely not paid enough to know that. There are other people who are presumably paid way more to do just that, assuming if they're real or not. Because if you take the entire political spectrum at face value between the nations on Earth, you kind of see where maybe there's a reason. Maybe we could come up with a reason of why they are not telling us anything. Because there's definitely questions that require answering. They seem to know something, and they're not telling us. Now, I like to keep it at a healthy level of assumption. Because I am of the particular breed of people on this subject that if I don't have to know something, I don't want to. It's like whatever the government's cooking up in a lab somewhere with, presumed lost alien tech, I don't care. It's not my problem. It's not my job. But then, people will get on the internet and start coming up with entire menageries of theories. Even going so as to take stakes in like other I guess categories or topics, I guess you could say, where it's like did we come from aliens? Were we a race of people that, or a race of beings that was meant for, like, say, labor? There's a whole host of theories you can go off of. But moving on to a slightly different lane of talk. I wonder what they look like. Me personally, when I see artwork, what someone says artwork of an alien they saw and it turns out to be a gray, I don't doubt that these gray things may exist, but they really are going to be the popular. They're the most commonly cited alien from any one story. It's always either a gray or something insect-like, or something tall, or very, very short. And sometimes they come in something that, like some type of ship that's like saucer shaped or something like that. I will say though, a lot of people, a lot of stories that have come out over the years, like decades. I don't not believe them, but I have trouble believing a lot of them. Especially when their stories tend to change. But I can kind of forgive that. You know, you misremember things. That's fine. But there's always a book. There's always a book. There's always a book deal. Yay! Echoing the Y Files, which if you people don't know who the Y Files are, very popular channel. Go hit them up. I love watching their videos and stuff. And I will also echo what they say when it is said that believe what you want to believe. I just find this stuff fun to talk about. Are we alone in the universe? We'll never know. There are people who know, and we'll never know. Why we'll never know? Good question. Isn't that the $1 million dinger right there? I don't know. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna doubt that I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be scared to meet an alien from another planet or another like part of the universe. I think that should be pretty lit. Not gonna lie. Like I would want to like shake their hand if that to them was an acceptable greeting. Welcome to Earth. And I would probably say to them, consider coming back in, like, say, 4 years. We're not doing too well. Come back to our planet in like 4 years. It's all good. And give it like 4 years and check out how we're doing. Other than that, it's all good. God, I remember, slightly off topic. Has anyone seen the photos taken by the rovers we've sent to Mars of Mars' surface? Oh my God. It may look like a desolate wasteland, but it is beautiful. I think I'm not sure if there were any pictures taken of the top of or of Olympus Mons or of the tip of Olympus Mons, but the photos that I have seen, gorgeous. Just absolutely beautiful seeing the surface of another planet. And I grew up, of course, seeing, pictures of the moon landings and stuff like that. I've seen pictures of the moon's surface, but to see pictures of, and even I'm not sure if they have video feed or not, but I think it's just a still feed. And yeah, no, it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It looks like a desolate hellscape, but word to God, it is gorgeous. To lay my eyes upon the surface of another planet, right there on the ground, with that rover, that's something else. That makes me appreciate my time in this universe. My time in this universe. That sounded my existence. Blech. Sorry, folks. I'm 2 drinks in. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. I am messing around with some stuff right now, so hop on in. Come on in. How you doing? We're talking about aliens and stuff. That's today's topic. Are we alone in the universe? What do you people think? Everyone can have a different opinion. It's totally fine. If you think that we are in this great infinite expanse all by ourselves, that is totally fine. If you're of the mind that maybe, just maybe, we're not alone. But will we ever know the answer? Well, maybe we'll come to some satisfying placeholders tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. I am your host, the Musical Pumpkin, and I'm kind of sitting around with a late show idea for the channel. So, coming to you live from the good old Evergreen State in the County of Kings. It's Musical Pumpkin. How you folks doing? Are you working a late shift? Wherever you're from, are you working your midday shift? Are you just getting up? Are you in traffic? Are you sitting on the balcony with your coffee? Are you browsing your phone, checking the news? Wherever you are and however you may be viewing this, hey, how are you? So, today's topic is aliens. I've said that like a million times, and I apologize. And the question is, do we believe that we're alone in the universe, or do we believe that there is more to this world than meets the eye? There is more to the universe than meets the eye. We got a couple people here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. I'm your host, Musical Pumpkin. Today's topic of talk is, are we alone in the universe? What do you think? Is it just us in this great expansive ocean of darkness? Or are we traveling the seas with counterparts that we are not aware of? You tell me. What do you think? Whew. So about an hour per 2 hours, 1 hour for that guy, an hour for the second guy, so about an hour per dude. Oh my lord. My lord, have mercy. Okay. What time is it? Ugh. 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 You know, we got those two guys done. Let's see. Maybe there's another guy I'm willing to, like, forsake some more time for. Alright, that seems pretty chill. Alright. 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 I was gonna call it there then. Oh my gosh, what are you dudes? This is an old cast. This is, well, not like old, not old Hammer, but Dookie Marine. Alright. This was Musical Pumpkin with Musical Pumpkin Studios. Y'all stay awesome and stay dope. Thank you for tuning in. And for anyone who subbed and, you know, engaged with the chat, y'all are awesome. Even if you didn't engage with the chat, and you thought this was interesting and you subbed, hey, that's awesome. Stay dope. Hopefully I don't try to, like, I try not to do the whole like and subscribe thing all throughout the stuff that I'm doing. If you're interested, you'll sub. If you're not interested and you don't sub, the world moves on. It's all good. It's fine. Hopefully you stay for my antics and the humor. Or actually, well, hopefully you come for the antics and the humor and you stay for the stories, but stuff like that. But yeah. If you like, if you sub, if you're interested in the content, want to see more, thank you so much. That means a lot from the bottom of my little pumpkin heart. And honestly, I think I might do more of these because people keep telling me I have a voice for radio, so I think I should invest in that. I should incorporate some more investment there. And yeah, I think we're gonna mess with that. I think I have an idea. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this was Musical Pumpkin with Musical Pumpkin Studios. Stay awesome and stay dope and have a safe week. From the Evergreen State, God bless.